I may want to start it out, but I still remember the final bell of the last day of seventh grade. It was a day full of remorse and happiness because within the next few months I would be moving to Budapest, Hungary. Hi, my name is Malayna and I'm going to be telling you guys about the 3 tips from me about surviving and living in Budapest, Hungary. In a recent poll, Budapest was rated the second city in the whole entire world for the best city, just falling shortly under Florence, Italy. With my knowledge, I will teach you guys some of the things that I learned to survive in Budapest, Hungary, and those include um, tips on transportation, on greetings and phrases, and the places you need to visit. For transportation, uh, public transportation is a must. It is very crucial. It saves you a lot of money because right now gas prices are 1,337 florins, which is about 4.86 per gallon per car. When you can buy a month pass to, go anywhere for $33 for a full month, and that includes buses, trams, metros, uh, subway stations, and trains. You can go from Hungary to Germany or anywhere you want to go. You can just hop on a train and get there. Uh, the next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be the proper way to greet people, proper hand gestures, and everything else that you need to know to make sure you don't look like a fool. For example, um, in America, it is acceptable to um, a thumbs down when you're saying that something is bad, but over in Hungary, it literally means that you want someone to drop dead. Just like putting your fist in the air and waving it is basically like the middle finger for Americans. So it's just something you don't need to do. Also, in America, you give your friends hugs and you shake their hands, but over in Europe and most other European countries, just like Hungary, it's appropriate to kiss on the cheeks. And the proper way to do it, so you don't end up kissing your new friends on the lips, is you always start with the right and go to the left. Um, there won't be any problems as long as you stick to going right to left, because if you do it the other way, it's going to be awkward for everybody. And now I'm going to tell you guys some essential phrases that'll help you. It's really hard. Hungarian is the second hardest language in the whole entire world. So here's a few of them. This is Jó reggelt, which is Hungarian for good morning. Jó estét, which is good morning and good evening or good night. It's the more proper way to say good night. um, Orvendek, which is nice to meet you. Not a lot of people say it. They're a little bit more informal with the way that they say hello, but this is the proper way to say it. Beszélek angol or beszél angol means do you speak English? It's one of the first things you probably would say whenever people come up to you and start speaking Hungarian because they talk too fast for you to learn it yourself, honestly. Nem beszélek magyarul, which means I don't speak Hungarian. That's the best way for people to, stop what they're doing and change directions and try to speak English if they know it. Um, Anna them is you start. My name is Malayna, so it'd be Anna them Malayna. And then last one is Hogy vagy, which is how are you? And they can pretty much pick up that you're English, so they kind of try to speak English because it's the main language that they know besides Hungarian. Um, but if they don't know it, they just won't talk to you. Hungarians are very blunt about that. But that wraps it up for that section. And now I'm going to teach you guys about like the different places that I went that were a lot of fun. Here's a few pictures of some of the many different places you can visit. Here's Sierra Square. This is where all the pictures of their kings are. And this is the Fisherman's Bastion and the St. Peter's Basilica. They're right next to each other. It's very pretty. It's all made out of limestone, I think. This up here is Gellert Hill. That is a statue of St. Gellert. He was pushed into a barrel during the revolutions and rolled down the side of the hill into the Danube River. And so they martyred him, even though they were the ones that did it. Here's one of the other castles that you can see. And this is basically their Statue of Liberty for them. This is the Statue of Freedom. She's carrying a feather. It's up on the highest part of Budapest. This is the Parliament building, and I have several pictures of it. This is their main form of government, along with the Chain Bridge or the Elizabeth Bridge, which is the most famous bridge in Budapest. And the last picture over here is a picture of Margate Island, which is a man-made island that's just a giant park that has lots of giant trees you can climb on and swing sets, and it's got a football stadium there, so it's just a lot of fun. And with all this being said, I think that Hungary changed me for the better, and it is an amazing experience that everybody should experience at least once in their life. And with these helpful tips, hopefully, if you guys ever visit, you guys will survive and be able to know Hungary like I did. So thank you.